back then, every time I go to my first video, I see me fucking crying. That son of a bitch is coming back. Sorry for swearing a lot, but it's just the way I feel. Hi everyone, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel. Today I will talk about a few things. First of all, budget planning and how it helps me to have my peace of mind. So, and another thing that makes me a bit nervous and I have to think about it out loud. So in terms of regarding my relationships and yeah. So first thing about budget. Now with someone suggested me in under the previous videos about planning my budget, and oh, sorry, this shit is coming back again. This freaking virus that I got when I was recording my videos, that son of a bitch is coming back, and everyone is coughing around me again, and I'm terrified of this thing coming back, because I remember how terrible it was to be ill for a few weeks and how exhausting it was. So I just try to rest as much as possible, because I remember the main thing about that virus, that it takes away a lot of energy. Like I felt weak as hell. Like I've never felt that weak as with that virus, and now it's back again. For the last couple of days I feel weak. I don't have any cough or whatever, but my son is coughing and everyone is around coughing, so it's freakingly annoying, to be honest, but it's just the life we have now. So yeah, budgeting is helping me a lot. I write down dates when I will have payments and how much I will have, and then I plan when I will spend money on things that I need, and it helps me a lot to have peace of mind. I did planning before, but it was not like that. I was just planning how much I will get and what I need to buy. But now when I know when I see on which dates I can buy things or pay for things, and how much it will be left, so I don't have to pay for everything in one day, because I have 2 days when I get payments, and like every week small payments. So it's way easier to live like this. It's my second month when I'm trying it, so I'm getting used to this thing, and I hope during the year I will raise around 1,000 or 2,000 pounds as savings, and will get rid of the debts. And at the same time, the second thing that I wanted to talk about is this thing about commitment and being fanatical about my goals and my dreams and desires. So one of my goals is family and family business. This is how I see reality. In my understanding, we have to work together and create something together. I do not see myself as I have my own job, he has his own job, and we just, living our lives like every evening meeting each other and weekends only. I want to create something together. This is how I see, and it's crystallizing for me more and more and more. And it's like, first when I had these ideas in my head, I was like thinking, oh no, Kate, it's too ideal, you will not have it, you will not find it. And I was just agreeing with it's like settling for things that were not matching with this. But now the better connection I have with myself, and I will repeat it every time when I need to talk about this, that connection with yourself is vital. It's like breathing. So I see it now how it works in my life. The more I connected with myself, my dreams, my desires, the more honest I'm about it, the more vocal I about it, the easier life is getting for me. And I want everyone to take a pause and think about it, because listen, if you put like a box on you and you write down on the box, I want candies, but in reality you want an apple, don't be upset if people will bring you candies. That's the message I need to learn myself and memorize, remind myself about it every day. So I do not want to be upset with people not getting what I want or not giving me what I want just because I didn't say it. And so I become more vocal about what I want and what I do not like, and I'm happy about it, to be honest, because before I used to keep things to myself. If I didn't like something, I would be like just inside having this dialogue, or it's because of this, it's because of that, maybe I can adjust, maybe it will transform, whatever. No, now I say, like, listen, when it's only first time, the thing is to do it on when it's like first thing, because then you settle in, you like giving the person the standard, the idea of what is okay, what is not okay. So I've decided to be honest. Even in my head I behave like a bitch. In my head I'm like, oh my god, Kate, you're so cruel, why are you going so like tough from the beginning? No, it's better now to be like that than in a couple of years person would think that I'm like one thing, but then actually I will start being vocal about things that I don't like, and he would think like, who are you? Like, you are not that person that I was building a relationship with all this time. So, and I like the idea, I've heard this today and it inspired me a lot for myself. I want to apply it in my life. If you want people to be honest with you, start with yourself. Show honesty when you're talking to yourself, and show honesty when you're talking to others. If you want people to love you, be the first one who will show how to love you and what is love for you and how you can love. So I've realized that those words got so deep into me today. Like, it was something that I was looking for, and I didn't put it into words, but my heart, like my being, wanted to get this wisdom, that trust, when we talk about trust, it's not on someone to prove me something. Trust is my choice. I am choosing. I am the one who is choosing if I trust you or not. And the consequences of me making that decision is on me as well. So if I see that person is like vague and they lie, and I can see it and I found out about it, so why will I expect from this person to be honest with me if I already see the signs that they are not honest? Why would I demand it from them? Why would I punish them for not being honest with me if I saw it from the beginning? So if I see that someone is not honest and someone is vague or 50-50 or not fully honest with me, I just have to make a decision. Or I choose to stay and I accept the consequences of me staying with this person, that every day can be a surprise. Or I take my bags, pack my things, and move on. Yeah. But to be like that, I have to be honest myself. If I demand honesty from people, I need to be 100% honest myself, to say things that I actually mean, to act, because honesty, it's not only about words, it's about actions as well. I do the way I say. Of course, there are circumstances, but they are understandable once they are explained. And it's like situations, it's not all the time. But when I see that it happens, it's just the lifestyle for a person, why should I demand being different? I either accept, either move on. So, it's about not playing games, It's about not trying to think that I can play this game and conquer the person and win. No, I'm not playing games. If I don't like it, I do not like it. And I don't have to play games about it. But and it's me being honest again, yes, so it's me saving time for both of us, because this person definitely needs to live like that. They have their own reasons to live like that. This is the way they are. And who am I to demand something different? Why you should change for me? Why you should become different for me? You have to do it for yourself, and then we can talk about it. But if the person haven't done that for themselves by this time, why I decided that they will do that for me, being with me? Am I the queen of the earth or whatever? So being grounded is very useful in this situation. I think these are... Can you hear that wind? These are really basic things. They are obvious, but with every basic obvious thing, once you go through the experience of that, it opens up from with the different depth how deep it is actually. So for me, it was like that these days, because I'm building the relationships with this guy. I try to be in the moment as much as possible, and I try to be myself as much as possible, be honest as much as possible. And I can see, and it's again about commitment. If I want to things work out, I need to commit to be myself 100%. There is no way back. It's me. I am like that, like this, and I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not gonna pretend or keep it for the better times. No, this is me from the beginning. I am like that. If it's too much, good that we found out it today, not years after, with kids, marriage, and whatever. So I've learned my lesson with my marriage, that I have to be myself from the beginning, like from the first day. It's like must have. But most people, and how it was for me, we think that we put in a facade of me being amazing. us being amazing, yeah, and then we think like, with time I will reveal this information about me, with time when they will get used to me, so they don't leave me, don't dump me, and it will be easier. No, it won't. You have to be clear about it from scratch. You have to understand that this is the illusion you are creating, and then you will suffer from it. You will have the consequences of it. In the end of the day, you created that illusion. You created this good guy or good girl, and the consequences is that it will end up anyway. 5 days, 5 years, 50 years, it will end up, and it will be painful for both, because illusion is never nice. It's always tricky. It's always leave a lot of space for your fantasies. It's always about living in some clouds, or in your own dimension. But it's not about reality, and reality is way less painful than illusion. I hope you understand what I mean when I talk about things like that, because it's like a very, very big topic to discuss. I've been living in the illusions with almost every relationships, when it was no dialogue between people. It was only expectations, silence, resentment, and all of that. But when it's real, there is a dialogue, always a dialogue. When it's not, it's only guessings and illusions. Good guys, good girls, manipulations, and all of that. So I'm getting the idea of being committed to what I want and be vocal about it. The lesson that I've learned is ask for what you want, of 100% of what you want, 100% of time. You will get what you want. This is the reality. If you don't ask, if you're silent about it, if you pretend like you don't need it, you will not fucking get it. Sorry for my language. But it was a painful lesson for me to learn. Yes, so I wanted to say something else about so it was about the comment that, Kate, you don't have to record every day. Take care of yourself, put your own needs first. Thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate it. I just want to explain why am I recording every day. So, because I promised to myself, this is me and me talking to, like, inside, yeah. I promised to myself that I will be there for me every day, no matter what. If there is nothing to talk about, I will be there for me. If there is a lot to talk about, I will be there for me. If I'm sad or I don't want to share information with others, I'll be there for me. And every time when I record the videos, it helps me to crystallize my thoughts and my feelings. So it's like form of therapy at the same time, and it helps me to look at myself from the outside and see myself better, listen to me better. So it's not about putting efforts into creating content. In the end of the day, even if nobody watches this video, I'm okay with that. The goal itself was to be there for me. That's why I'm doing this. So I've decided to make it in this way. Someone can decide it, I'll be there for me and I will do push-ups every day, or I will be there for me and I will take care of my health every day, or take care of my look, how I look every day. So this is the promise that I have to keep to myself, because I promised myself to be there for me every day, no matter what, no matter what's going on, unless it's only technical issues when I cannot do that physically. But in my head, then I do not punish myself, because I'm doing that for myself. So yes, sometimes it can be like I said, and like, oh my God, I don't know what to talk about, because for me it's just about, I have to shut up and work. Some days I'm like, I want to talk about everything because this bothers me. I was thinking about this and this and that, and it's just became like a salad of thoughts. So yeah, sometimes I think like, what the heck is happening? I have no idea why am I doing this and all that. But in this moment, and it's very useful for me to practice, in this moment, when I feel like that, I remind myself that Kate that made a decision to commit to herself, it's important for her. That Kate who decided that fuck it all, I'm gonna do it my way. She wanted this to happen, so I have to obey, and I have to stick with it, and I have to keep my word and stay committed to what I promised, what I decided. Because back then, every time I go to my first video, I see me fucking crying, and I'm like, no way, I'm giving up, no way. I remember that feeling. I remember that fucked up feeling when I realized that I can't live like this anymore. I can't cope with this anymore. It's like, it's not life. It's just surviving. I cannot survive like this anymore. I need to leave. I need to move. I need action. I need to do something, create, to feel alive. So every time when I go back to that video, I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm doing this, I'm in it. So I hope it will inspire you to get committed to yourself, honestly, because seeing me, casual human being, and how I improved from the first video on my channel, my debts, my income, that I found job, that I found relationships and all of that, it's small tiny bits that it doesn't sound like a title for a newspaper, but in my life it's huge. And I didn't do anything special except one thing. I made a decision that I'm there for me every single fucking day of my life. Sorry for swearing a lot, but it's just the way I feel. So thank you so much for your attention, and thank you so much for being there. And honestly, I want to thank you if you got the idea of commitment to your life, and if you're practicing it. And it's already a huge thing that you're doing this. It's massive. And it will transform our lives. I am 100% sure in this. So thank you so much, and see you tomorrow.